Tuesday night.
Valley last night was Empire Fella.
Fella, this favourite's under a lot of pressure out 3 wide. Tollivari back on the fence, followed by back in behind them Hilarious Gift, Hilarious Tune, then Arvasan, Blazin Romeo and Tristan Boy. Empire Fella's under a lot of pressure on the turn, and the leader's going okay. Ebony Chick at the 220. He straightens up 4 metres in front. Tollivari's about to peel off his back. Marcus Aurelius sticking on. Empire Fella won't run a drum, then Arvasan. Marcus Aurelius and Tollivari have got to Ebony Chick, poking his nose in front. Tollivari. Marcus Aurelius is trying to go with Tollivari, but Tollivari a little bit too good. Had the easier run, Tollivari. He's won by a metre. Ebony Chick has come again and run second, ahead in front of Marcus Aurelius.
Wipe out the punters there. 20 to 1 the winner, 25 to 1 second, 9 to 1 third. The odds on chance, Empire Fella missing the place at 6 to 4 on. Punters went for fourth Hanover at even money in race number 2.
Colonel Sam, Nicorado, Check and Jill, Natural Black are back about 6 metres. They're racing and going quickly. Fourth Hanover the outside, but so too has Rajar's Rebel and El Trafford, who holds out the favourite 3 deep early. Joe Louis easing in behind them, fourth out of the straight, followed by Cocky Eagle, as El Trafford now gives up the ghost in front and hands up the lead to fourth Hanover. In behind them came Colonel Sam, followed by Nicorado. Second last Natural Black, and 2 metres away Check and Jill. Fourth Hanover's in front at the 1650 from Rajar's Rebel on the outside. It looks like taking on fourth Hanover. No, he just surprised him for a stride, worked up a little bit closer. In behind him, El Trafford racing third, Cocky Eagle fourth, on the fence and racing fifth is Joe Louis. Working up on the outside, Colonel Sam from Nicorado, Natural Black, and 2 metres away Check and Jill. Off the back of the 1250, fourth Hanover. He's 4 metres in front of Rajar's Rebel without cover. A metre back on the fence is El Trafford, and they haven't gone hard. A metre the outside, Cocky Eagle, 1 out with the trail, followed by Joe Louis on the fence. Colonel Sam 3 back on the outside of Nicorado. Natural Black is 4 back on the outside and second last, and 4 metres away Check and Jill. 1,000 to go on the straight, and fourth Hanover doing it nicely by Selke's length to Rajar's Rebel on the outside. El Trafford the leader's back, being trailed up in turn by Joe Louis. Cocky Eagles had enjoyed a nice trail, 1 out, being trailed up by Colonel Sam. Nicorado third last from Natural Black, and 2 metres away Check and Jill. Fourth Hanover out of the straight the final time. He's 3 metres in front of Rajar's Rebel, who's worked fairly hard without cover. El Trafford the leader's back, and Cocky Eagle fourth on the outside of Joe Louis. No moves for the moment. Nicorado 4 back on the inside of Colonel Sam. Natural Black is second last, and a metre to Check and Jill. A sprint home along the back of the 650. Cocky Eagle from the 1 out goes to the outside 3 wide. It's fourth Hanover though by 2 metres. Rajar's Rebel under pressure. Cocky Eagle 3 wide gets to second. El Trafford back on the rail, followed by Colonel Sam. Nicorado coming 1 off the fence from Joe Louis. Natural Black is 3 wide and second last, and 4 metres away Check and Jill. Fourth Hanover though, 250 out. He'll straighten up 3 metres in front. Cocky Eagle, Rajar's Rebel can't pick him up for the moment. Colonel Sam pulls to the outside 4 deep, followed by Nicorado held up, then El Trafford at the 150. Fourth Hanover, he's 3 metres in front. He's getting weary. Cocky Eagle and Colonel Sam are picking him up on the outside. Fourth Hanover, he's just in front. Colonel Sam, Cocky Eagle wearing him down. He's just in front, fourth Hanover, and he's got there by a metre. Maybe Cocky Eagle second, a nose to Nicorado and Colonel Sam. Then El Trafford from Check and Jill. Back in behind them, Joe Louis from Natural Black, and last in was Rajar's Rebel.
Just getting home there for the night stable. At evens, fourth Hanover, 6 to 1 Cocky Eagle, Nicorado at 12 to 1 third. The brilliant bag limit served up at 9 to 4 on in race 3.
Others coming up okay. They're racing perfect start. Brad Marlin, Armchair Ride, Bag Limit, Young Pride away quickly. They're looking for the lead. Can't go early in the race. Satan Romeo third last. Lightning 2, Parlour Royal are holding out Brad Marlin, Armchair Ride and Bag Limit early. A line of 4 out of the straight. Parlour Royal in the all-white crosses, Lightning 2 and leads. Armchair Ride going forward on the outside, looking for the lead, working up within a metre of Parlour Royal. In behind them, racing third, Lightning 2. Brad Marlin fourth and 1 out. A break of 6 metres to Bag Limit. On the rail is Satan Romeo, followed by I'm a Threat. Second last, Armbro Gold, and up on the outside is Young Pride. At the 1350, Parlour Royal 2 metres in front of Armchair Ride. Third placing, Lightning 2. Brad Marlin fourth and 1 out, being trailed up by Bag Limit, who's hard up on his back. 3 back on the outside of Satan Romeo. Then I'm a Threat from Armbro Gold, and 6 metres away Young Pride. Before the turn, a bit more than a lap left to go, and Parlour Royal in control, and he's gone quickly the first circuit. He's a Sulky's length in front of Armchair Ride, sitting up without cover. On the leader's back and racing third, Lightning 2. Bag Limit now from sixth, pulls to the outside. He goes forward, 3 wide with a circuit left to go. Parlour Royal just in front, being joined by Bag Limit the outside. They're matching strides now out of the straight the final time, and the pace has been a cracker. 6 metres away third, Lightning 2. Armchair Ride under pressure, followed by Brad Marlin the outside of Satan Romeo. Then I'm a Threat from Young Pride, and Umbro Gold is last. Parlour Royal, though, 650 metres out, ahead in front of Bag Limit. They've drawn away by 8 metres to Lightning 2, then Armchair Ride the outside. In behind them came Brad Marlin, followed by Satan Romeo. Back in behind them, I'm a Threat, followed by Umbro Gold and Young Pride. At the 500, though, Bag Limit the outside draws a half head in front of Parlour Royal. 8 metres away, Lightning 2. Brad Marlin goes to the outside. Then Satan Romeo, Armchair Ride under pressure, followed by I'm a Threat, Umbro Gold. And Young Pride can't go on, but what a war around the turn of the 250. Parlour Royal the inside, he's pulling out plenty. He won't give in. Bag Limit the outside, he's under pressure. 20 metres away, I'm a Threat making ground. Bag Limit the outside, Parlour Royal the inside. Parlour Royal won't give in as a half head in front. Bag Limit coming again on the outside. The all-white Parlour Royal a half head in front. Bag Limit lunging the outside. Parlour Royal and Bag Limit. Bag Limit maybe in the last bound as one of the nose to Parlour Royal. What a duel. 15 metres away third was I'm a Threat. Just in front of Satan Romeo, Umbro Gold and Lightning 2. Then Brad Marlin from Armchair Ride, and Young Pride has run last.
Track record there to Bag Limit. What a great finish. 9-4 on Parlour Royal, 11-2, and I'm a Threat at 20-1. 157.2, a new class and track record. Race 4, the favourite here, Spare Bow at 11-4 on.
Line OK racing. J.R. Ewing's gone away quickly, trying to head off Spare Bow but can't. The favourite leads. Qatari Lou out wide, began quickly. He's going forward. Dark Dreamer easing in behind them. Otani the outside. Has Spare Bow retained the lead from J.R. Ewing the rail. In behind them 4 metres to Robin Linder, followed by Pascanel, Walhalla Miss, and 5 metres away dropping out to the tail is Popular Port. Qatari Lou now being restrained after racing deep, and Spare Bow in front. From on the outside going forward to second Otani. On the leader's back as J.R. Ewing. Dark Dreamer ends up 1 out. Pascanel trailing him. Robin Linder 3 back on the fence, followed by Walhalla Miss on the inside of Popular Port, and restrained 4 metres away the rail is Qatari Lou. At the 1300, it's Spare Bow in front by 2.5 metres Otani. J.R. Ewing racing third. Dark Dreamer 1 out and fourth. Robin Linder back on the fence. Pascanel the outside. Then Walhalla Miss, followed by Popular Port, and 4 metres away Qatari Lou. Inside the lap and a quarter mark, and Spare Bow the pilot left alone by 1.5 metres to on the outside Otani without cover. On its back in turn, Dark Dreamer enjoying a nice trail. J.R. Ewing on the leader's back, being trailed up in turn by Robin Linder. Then Pascanel, who's 3 back on the outside. On the rail, Walhalla Miss, 4 pairs back and third last. Second last, Popular Port, and 2 metres the fence, Qatari Lou. At the winning post, a circuit to go, and Otani the outside works up within 1 metre of Spare Bow leaving the straight. J.R. Ewing is hard up on the leader's back. It's enjoyed a nice trail. Dark Dreamer fourth on the outside and every chance, being trailed up in turn by Pascanel. Robin Linder back on the fence from Walhalla Miss and Popular Port, and still last is Qatari Lou. Along the final circuit of the 650, Spare Bow still 1.5 metres in front of Otani the outside. J.R. Ewing in need of a run, followed by Dark Dreamer the outside. Then Robin Linder the fence, working up as Pascanel. In behind them, Popular Port from Walhalla Miss and Qatari Lou. Off the back of the 450 though, Spare Bow held together. He's still 1 metre in front of Otani the outside, who's under pressure. J.R. Ewing still can't get a run from Dark Dreamer the outside. Then Pascanel from Robin Linder. Popular Port 3 wide. Pascanel comes out in front of him. Then Robin Linder, Walhalla Miss and Qatari Lou. 250 out on the turn. Spare Bow under double wraps. He's 2 metres in front. Dark Dreamer 3 deep gets to second from Otani. J.R. Ewing can't get a run from Walhalla Miss. It's Spare Bow 1.5 metres in front. Dark Dreamer can't pick him up. J.R. Ewing is now getting clear from Walhalla Miss on the outside, but it's all Spare Bow. Spare Bow wins comfortably by 3 metres. Dark Dreamers run second, 1.5 metres away third. J.R. Ewing just in front of Walhalla Miss. Then Qatari Lou from Otani, Robin Linder, Popular Port, and Pascanel, one of the last in.
Spare Bow 11-4 on there. 20-1 Dark Dreamer, 7-2 J.R. Ewing. The big one for the night was the Victoria Sires final. Gold Share at 6-4 on versus Rivoli Jack.
They're set. Racing. Rivoli Jack has missed it by 8 metres, and Gold Share goes straight to the lead. Rap Dance to the outside gets to second. He's taking on Gold Share. Voigt gets to third. Clockbuster caught deep from Carl Thomas and Light Appeal as Gold Share holds out Rap Dancer, who won't cross. In behind them, Need to Win. A break of 10 metres, Supreme Bromac, and last some 4 metres away, Rivoli Jack. Around the turn at the 1950, Gold Share's in front. Rivoli Jack is last and spotting Gold Share 2 circuits out, at least 50 metres down the straight. In front, Gold Share from Voigt. Third place in Clockbuster going forward the outside. Light Appeal back on the fence, working up as Rap Dancer. On its back in turn, Carl Thomas on the fence, Need to Win. Supreme Bromac is second last and 5 metres away, Rivoli Jack. Gold Share in front of the straight. At the lap and 3/4 mark, he's given a breather by 4 metres to Voigt. A metre the outside, Clockbuster without cover. 3 back on the fence, Light Appeal, Rap Dancer racing 1 out. Rivoli Jack from last, just for a moment, looked like as if he may go forward there, 3 wide along the back of the 1650. Light Appeal 3 back on the outside, and now he pulls to the outside on Rivoli Jack along the back of the 1500. From last, Rivoli Jack is asked to go forward out 3 wide. He's midfield, he's going forward the outside, but Gold Share's in front by 4 metres. Rivoli Jack on the outside gets to second within 3 metres of Gold Share, and now works up without cover. A metre back on the fence, Voigt, he's had a nice run. 4 metres away, Clockbuster 1 out. Light Appeal the inside, 4 metres to Rap Dancer, followed by Need to Win. Carl Thomas second last and 5 metres away, Supreme Bromac. They quicken up around the turn, 1,000 metres to go. Gold Share in front by a metre. 2 Rivoli Jack on the outside, which joins Gold Share with a circuit to go. Voigt's had a great run third. Clockbuster fourth and 1 out, worked early. Light Appeal 3 back on the inside. Rap Dance to the outside. Carl Thomas second last. 4 back on the fence, Need to Win third last. And Supreme Bromac is last. At the 800, out of the straight, Gold Share held together. He's 1.5 metres in front of Rivoli Jack on the outside. Voigt racing third. Fourth on the outside and 1 out is Clockbuster. On the fences, Light Appeal, followed by Need to Win the inside of Rap Dancer. Carl Thomas is second last and 4 metres away, Supreme Bromac. 600 out, just in front, Gold Share by a metre. 2 Rivoli Jack on the outside. Third placing, Voigt. Clockbuster's under a lot of pressure. Light Appeal back on the fence, followed by Rap Dancer. Carl Thomas now 3 wide. Supreme Bromac is 4 wide coming off the back. And Need to Win back on the fence. Inside the 400 though, Gold Share, he's 1.5 metres in front. Rivoli Jack on the outside, he's under a lot of pressure. Clockbuster is broken up. Voigt's now out in the clear of good enough. He's spotting Gold Share, 5 metres on the turn and 6 metres to Need to Win, followed by Light Appeal. Gold Share corners for home, 1.5 metres in front. Rivoli Jack on the outside is trying to have a crack at Gold Share, but Gold Share is pulling out plenty. He's 2 metres in front, now 3 metres and holding Rivoli Jack, and 6 metres away Voigt, and Gold Share wins 2.5 metres to Rivoli Jack. 5 metres away third was Voigt. Need to Win in behind them, followed by Supreme Bromac. Then Light Appeal from Carl Thomas, Rap Dancer, and Clockbuster has run last.
2 strong last night in the final there. 6-4 on Gold Share, 6-4 Rivoli Jack, and 6-1 third, number 1 there, and that was Voigt. That's the first 5 from Moonee Valley. We'll take the break and then back for the last 5. On the program, and punters sent Mesra Hanover out, the 11-8 favourite.
Line excellent. Racing. Oh, a perfect start. Rain Command from 2 shows 1 metre in front of Mandimba, who's trying to hold it out. Stand in line on the outside of that pair. Down South Dream is 4 wide coming off the back from Ezra Hanover, as Mandimba for the moment holds out Rain Command, and Down South Dream out 3 wide going forward. Pine Chapel back on the fence, a break of 6 metres back in the field of River Ferry. In behind them, Duga Deloga and Bon Marché is last. Down South Dream is burning around the outside on the straight the first time and heads off Mandimba by 5 metres. Stand in line racing third the fence. Working up on the outside, Rain Command now without cover. 1 out for the moment is Ezra Hanover. Back on the fence, Pine Chapel. 6 metres away, River Ferry. Then Bon Marché. And 2 metres away, Duga Deloga. 2 circuits out by the judge. And Down South Dream in control by 5 metres to Mandimba. Stand in line racing third. 2 metres the outside, Rain Command. Pine Chapel 4 back on the fence. And 1 out is Ezra Hanover doing it nicely early from Bon Marché the inside. Second last, River Ferry. Ferry, and 4 metres away last and 3 wide Dooga Delurga going forward. Along the back inside the 1500, down South Dream, given a breather by 4 metres to Mandimba the fence, and stand in line comes one off the fence to be third. Ezra Hanover now goes to the outside at the 1350 out 3 wide. It now works up outside the leader's wheel, Ezra Hanover, within 2 metres of down South Dream. One out momentarily, stand in line. Dooga Delurga posted 3 deep. Mandimba the fence, 4 metres to Pine Chapel. Then Rain Command from Bon Marche, and 3 metres away River Ferry. Around the turn, 1,000 metres to go. Dooga Delurga out 3 wide, gets to second within 2 metres of down South Dream. Easing now is Ezra Hanover for the final circuit. 1 out and 1 back. Dooga Delurga going forward. Ezra Hanover making Dooga Delurga work just a little bit hard to get to the death. He gets there and joins down South Dream, and they're matching strides live in the straight. Ezra Hanover having the drop on the pair out of the straight. Mandimba back on the fence, 4 metres away, stand in line. Pine Chapel inside. Bon Marche's had a handy run. He comes one off the fence to be 4 back on the outside, and they've gone pretty hard up in front. River Ferry back on the fence, and 5 metres away Rain Command. At the 600 though, down South Dream narrowly in front by a head to Dooga Delurga. Ezra Hanover gets to third on the outside of Mandimba, shaken up, then stand in line. Pine Chapel the inside. Bon Marche about to go from River Ferry, and 6 metres away Rain Command. At the 450 coming off the back, Dooga Delurga on the outside, draws ahead in front of down South Dream, is under pressure. Ezra Hanover goes to the outside, 3 wide, followed by stand in line. Bon Marche in the centre is making ground, then River Ferry, Pine Chapel, Mandimba gone from Rain Command. Bon Marche can't get a run at the top of the straight. He's going okay. Ezra Hanover got to Dooga Delurga. In turn, stand in line. It got to Ezra Hanover. Bon Marche still can't get a run. Ezra Hanover joined by stand in line. Bon Marche switches back to the fence. Stand in line the outside of Ezra Hanover. Bon Marche late making ground. Ezra Hanover just in front. And Ezra Hanover's won by a half head to stand in line. A metre away third. Bon Marche flew home. Then Pine Chapel from Dooga Delurga. River Ferry back in behind them from Rain Command down South Dream. And Mandimba's run last.
11 to 8 in favourite, Ezra Hanover. 6 to 1 stand in line, and Bon Marche at 9 to 2 running third. The favourite in race number 7 at the Valley last night was Compactor at 5 to 2.
Aaron's Idol about to come out in front of him. He does. Compact to the inside. Then Warrinda Bay, Gallimont Steel, and Copper Shadow switches back to the fence. Lasting Impressions under a lot of pressure around the turn. At the 250, Aaron's Idol out 3 wide now, straight up on the outside. And Aaron's Idol hit the lead and bounded away at the top of the straight. Compactor gets to second. Beaumontier making ground from Gallimont Steel. Marmaduke Caramia back on the fence is making ground. At the 100 though, Aaron's Idol 6 metres in front. Gallimont Steel is thundering home on the outside from Compactor, but they can't pick up Aaron's Idol. He wins by 2.5 metres to Gallimont Steel. A metre away third, Compactor.
The winner there 7 to 2. Favourite running third, Compactor at 5 to 2. In the trotters, 8 to 1 on True Roman.
Lord Alias under pressure, the outside of Trinket. True Roman's about to go forward. He's still fourth and 10 metres off Game Ebony, and Game Ebony's going okay on the turn. Then John Gilbert from Eastern Romance and Admiral Aaron, 250 out. Game Ebony straightens up 6 metres in front of Trinket. Lord Alias, True Roman pulled to the outside. He's got the job ahead, and Game Ebony's going strongly with 150 metres to go. True Roman mightn't run even a place from Trinket. Then John Gilbert, who gets to third, but Game Ebony straight to the lead. Straight home, first up, Dickie Lee grabs his tail past the post, and a job well done by Game Ebony. He gave them plenty to chase, and he was far too good. Game Ebony by 5 metres to Trinket. John Gilbert's run third.
Yes, 8 to 1 on. True Roman missed the place. The winner at 9 to 1 there, Game Ebony. Now in race number 9, the second last, 5 to 4 on Tipper Win.
Tipper Win now starting to warm up to the task on the outside. Major Lincoln back on the rail, followed by Mr. Illawarra. Then Bruce Dazzler, Ashley Caramere, and Timely Purchase tailed off. Tipper Win now pulls to the outside, 3 deep around the turn. At the 220 though, Von Trapp straightens up 8 metres in front. Tipper Win out 3 deep is getting to second. Von Trappy has a handy break though. Major Lincoln boxing on. At the 100, Von Trappy 6 metres in front. Tipper Win rapidly overhauling him on the outside. Tipper Win is flying out after Von Trapp. Von Trapp is just in front. Tipper Win grabbed him though right on the line. Tipper Win has got up and beaten Von Trapp in the shadows of the post. Mr. Illawarra's run third.
Sixth odds on chance to get up and win for the night at the Valley. 5-4 on Tipper win there in race number 9. In the last, punters had a bit of a time to sort out Shazada and Moonee, the 2 equal favourites.
Diamond Maker the centre, Rocky Apollo the rail. Vienna Chime in need of a run. Copper Class between horses held up from 05 and Seek and Hanover. 2:20 out on the turn. Shazada straightens up 3 metres in front. Moonee under pressure, so's Diamond Maker. Copper Class is now out in the clear from Rocky Apollo. At the 150, Shazada 4 metres in front. Rocky Apollo gets to second from Moonee. Then Vienna Chime from Copper Class, but Shazada is too good. Shazada wins by 5 metres to Rocky Apollo. 4 metres away third, Vienna Chime.
There it is, Shazada 11-4, 40-1 Rocky Apollo, 3-1 Vienna Chime, 5-2 the favourite Moonee in the last for the night. Let's have a look at the multiples. 7 and 2, the 2 subs the winners, $1.45 for the daily. The extra 5 and 1, again the subs the winners, were $1.75. And here's a big quadrella for you, 5, 7, 1 and 2, and a dividend of $4.05. So punters were firing pretty well straight and true at Moonee Valley last night. I'd remind you, Pete Donegan standing by to host World of Sport in Studio A, and of course it's a big World of Sport going all the way to 1 o'clock this afternoon. Then 7 cameras are going to the Channel 7 courts in Sydney for the Kraft Australian Junior Tennis Championships. Thanks for being with us this morning. Stand by for World of Sport and Pete Donegan, your host. The Aussies, of course, coming back in Adelaide, and Pete with all that in just a moment.